Oh my gosh, look. Man, look. Okay, y'all gotta forgive me. Y'all gotta forgive me. What's up, Phil? I'm look, I hung out at the Coach Hayes champagne room. What in other words, I was kinda like in a live you know how we do the StreamYard with the you know, how it in other words, how can I explain this? It's like Coach Hayes had a room and he showed the game and all of us, it was probably about 12 of us in there and you had the chatting and you could talk on your microphones. Dude, look, that was the most no disrespect to Coop, but that I mean, this is last week I was able to kind of go in and out. I was in and out with uh with them last week during the Louisville game because I was at work, but today I was here at Hurricane Lane and I had me a couple of these here. I wouldn't say a couple. I've had a pretty good bit, but I was hanging out with Coach Hayes and excuse me, all the cool cats from Coach Hayes over there on his champagne. Dude, let me tell you what, bro. No disrespect to Coop, but that was the most fun I have had during a Miami game. Oh my god, dude, it was hilarious. It oh man, look, it was it was good stuff. Oh my gosh. I spent most of the time laughing. It was that good. It really was. So, okay, so you gotta forgive me just a second. I'm trying to get things together. Just got out the game, just got out the champagne room. Oh, so dude, I was okay, here we go. I was having so much fun. I didn't even realize what the final score was. I'm sorry. So Miami wins 45-20 over Boston College. Oh, oh, I'm gonna get together in just a second, dude. Just a second. Oh, heck of a game. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm not I know a lot of people will probably say, well, it's Boston College. It wasn't that big a deal, you know? Oh, hang on, Phil, hang on, Phil, hang on, wait. Where are my manners? Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put an invite in the Discord. Hang on. Where are we at? Okay. We're gonna put that there. All right. So the invite to join my live post game show has been posted in the Discord. Uh, I don't know why my ESPN app ain't coming up. Oh, do, 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 do. Yeah, y'all gotta be patient with me. I'm trying to get everything right because, like I said, I just got out that thing with Coach Hayes, and let me tell you something, dude. That was friggin' hilarious. And then plus we got the Dolphins playing. Their Dolphins are up 10-0, 6 minutes in the second. I mean, I'm sitting here going boom, 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 back and forth, plus trying to keep up. Man, look, again, no disrespect to Coop, but I have found my people. My people are with Coach Hayes. Oh my gosh. That was fun. I mean, no disrespect. Wait a minute. Why am I in? I want football. There we go. I want to pull the stats up. That's what I want to do. I know, no, I have not lost my mind. I ain't gone crazy. I ain't gone stupid. Man, look, I have had fun this afternoon. I really have. Do, 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 do. do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. So to go over the numbers, I'm not trying to take away from the statistician that is Bryce. Crap, crap. You get that dirty money taken care of, buddy. So, most of y'all probably know by now that Miami won 45-20. First quarter was a little nip and tuck. Little nip and tuck. Uh, but the second quarter, Miami came out and just opened up a can of whoop ass. Third quarter, little nip and tuck, But then the fourth quarter, Miami come out on top. Hang on just a second. I gotta let the puppy dogs out. Hang on. All right, come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Yeah, puppy dogs want to go outside. They want to come inside. They don't know what they want to do. Interrupting my live channel here, live stream. So basically, oh hell, Crip says he's rolling in the dirty money. All right, let me. There we go, a little better. This $1.25 tree production here. So let's look at the numbers. Tyler Van Dyke went 23 of 36 for 290 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's impressive. Rushing. Wow. Man, I tell you what, Mark Fletcher started out like a house of fire. I don't know what happened, but then Parrish come in and he got like 100 and something yards. So basically, Miami rushed 40 times for 242 yards. Receiving, that damn Xavier X-Man was on his game. Him and Jacoby, 290 yards receiving. Now they put that fumble on Tyler Van Dyke, but it was kind of a bad exchange between him and I want to say it was Parrish, I believe. Did have an interception. Actually, Miami had 2 interceptions, but 3 interceptions really, but that one by at the end of the first half was called back. I don't know. We were having too much fun at the Coach Hayes thing, so I don't know what happened. Now in the pregame, I was talking about the quarterback for Boston College, and that Castanella dude. He wreaked some havoc in the first quarter and the third quarter, but the defense stepped up and took care of that. They squashed it, as the cool kids say. Castellanos, Castile, we'll call him Castile. He was 15 to 25, 151 yards, and he rushed for 130 yards. So, I mean, but in the first and third quarter, that's where he got most of his rushing yards. But the defense stepped up. I mean, Tyler Van Dyke threw for the 2 touchdowns. Henry Parrish rushed for 2 touchdowns. A.J. Allen had a touchdown. Fletcher had a touchdown. Jacoby George and Colby Young both had touchdowns. So basically what I'm getting at, because I don't want to take away from Bryce and his statistician duties, but yeah, it's like, where has this been? You know what I mean? Where has this been? So workforce, how you been, man? Welcome to the party. We got Crip and Phil here. If anybody would like to join in and speak their mind, as always, everybody's welcome. Invite is in the Discord. I am just going to try to pull the Dolphins game back up because again, uh, not only did we have the Hurricanes win, but we got my Dolphins. Uh Now, from what I saw when I wasn't cutting up with the guys and at the Coach Hayes thing, TBD didn't look too bad. Fletcher looked good. Parrish looked good. There was still a couple of misreads by TVD if we must nitpick. One thing I did see is the tight ends were targeted more this game than they were all season combined. Uh, I'm not going to worry about pulling the stats up. If you want to see the stats, you can pull them up. But the tight ends had a pretty good game considering. If you look at the whole season look at the season as a whole. I almost said the whole season as a whole. That'd have been screwed up. Uh the play calling was it was different. It was like again, I know it's Boston College, but where has this been all season? I'm just saying. Uh I'm not saying that they should have, could have, would have. I'm just saying it was like, damn. It was close in the first quarter, and then it's like the second quarter just went boom. It's like the game was won in the second quarter because Miami outscored them like 21 nothing. You know, uh really didn't have too many foolish penalties. You had that. I know there was a holding on Mags, uh, but we had that one fumble, which was basically a exchange between TVD and I think it was Allen. Other than that, you know, TVD played a pretty sound game. He missed a couple of reads, but uh overall, man, that was a good game. It was fun. It was fun. Luckily, luckily I did not see not one replay of the Flutie Hail Mary. Did not see one replay of the Ed Reed run back. But of course, they showed the statue but there wasn't. I was impressed that there was not. I didn't see it. Not one ref, you know, highlight of the Flutie stuff. So if you see it, I am so sorry if I seem distracted, but I'm giving this 100%. Okay. And I'm giving the Dolphins game some of my attention too. So please please bear with me. Oh, workforce. What you got here? BC tried to Hail Mary, but we picked it up. Yeah, yeah. Talking about that halftime situation. Um, it was hard to pay attention because we were having so much damn fun. Um, but yeah, uh, Jane Williams had that interception at the end of well, I say the end of the second half, but y'all know what I mean. Uh, he picked it off and he started having shades of Ed Reed. I'm like, my first thought is, oh my God, he's got this ball flailing everywhere. But uh it was crazy because you had I think Boston College had a hold, I believe. And then after the ball was intercepted, ran out of the end zone for like 20, 30 yards. Then they want to have a block in the back, which technically the guy for the Miami guy kind of slid in front the guy from Boston College. But yeah, workforce. You call it. It's the ACC, man. I mean, it's just these ACC officiating was just, oh my gosh, you know. Uh I think overall, I thought the game was it was good. Uh Miami sure as hell didn't play like a 6-5 team. Boston College played like a 6-5 team. So that means now Miami is 7-5, correct? Because we were 6-5 going into it, but now Miami is 7-5. So if y'all remember, we were talking about, all these everybody, at least on the YouTube that I know of, because I don't do the Twitter or Facebook. So everybody was calling for about a 7-5 season ending record. So Miami ended up with a 7-5 record. Okay. Which is basically 2 games better on the winning side than last year. Uh they do have a bowl game. So worst case scenario, Miami will end up 7-6. 8-5 best case. That's with the bowl game. So the crazy thing is, with all the dysfunction and delusion and, you know, dazed and confusedness that is the 2023 Miami football Hurricane season, it still ended up at 7-5 with a bowl game. So with all the talk of, Dawson ain't worth the flip, Mario ain't worth the flip, fire them all, TVD ain't worth the flip, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, the team still ended up 7-5, which is probably what the majority of everybody picked. Uh Now, granted, truth be told, oh man, the Jets just got a pick six. Son of a bitch. Anyway, okay, focus. Uh, you know, technically Miami should have been 10-2, if you want my honest opinion, but they didn't. They ended up 7-5. I'm I'm happy. I'm considering where Miami was last year compared to right now this year. 7-5 is good. You know, I'll take it. 9-3, 10-2. Yeah, I mean, so, but regardless of the fact, would have, could have, should have, but they didn't. Being 7-5, even with all the stuff that went on after the bye week, it's still an improvement than where they were last year. You know, and honestly, I think it's going to get better. Now, I'm sure the bowl game may be different, but then again, unless you're in the playoffs, the Final Four, whatever you want to call it, the bowl games really, you got so many players that don't play, et cetera, et cetera. Uh, but the good thing is Miami is going to go to a bowl game. They'll probably get about 12 extra practices, which will help with, whatever. as opposed to not going to a bowl game. And one thing about this season, so going from a post game to a season critique. Uh yeah, this season has been more of a roller coaster. We probably lost 3 games that Miami shouldn't have, but regardless of the fact they lost it, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, it is what it is. But to end the season at Boston College the way that they did, 45-20, I mean, hey, they didn't quit, they didn't lay down, they didn't give up. You know, I still I still believe and I think that as of right now, okay, as of right now, I believe that Miami should get 10 wins next year. Now, I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to look like. Nobody knows, is TVD coming back? Is Tyler even going to play the bowl game? You know? Uh Nobody knows. There'll be a lot of speculation. There'll be a lot of people giving their thoughts and theories. But as of right now, of course, I'm not saying Miami's going to go and compete for the playoffs next year because of the fact that depends on who's leaving and who's staying. You know, uh, right now, I kind of have the feeling that Tyler probably will not. He will not be in the bowl game, and Jakari will have to step up. Uh Depends on who Miami plays. And this game here against Boston College very well may have been Tyler TVD's audition tape for a transfer. Would not be surprised if he transfers to SMU with Lashley. You know, uh, it seems it's apparent that Tyler is not completely healthy. He's still, I mean, of course, he could run. He used to be able to run, but you could tell he still wasn't very mobile. Uh, so we'll see. We'll see. You know, but to but truth be told, to try to decide or try to, you know, give any predictions on next season right now would be very ludicrous. Nobody knows. Uh but the next couple of weeks we should know something. Vis-a-vis, is Tyler going to play in the bowl game? Is Tyler coming back? Is he leaving? Is anybody else leaving? I.e. the transfer portal, NFL draft. But uh I am just so glad. I am so happy to see some improvement. The trajectory is going up. And yes, they lost to Georgia Tech, lost to North Carolina, lost to NC State, you know, games that Miami should have won, but they didn't, you know. But as a season as a whole, Do we have a Jakari side? I saw the first half, but her second half on the. Well, no, Jakari did not get in the game workforce. Uh, Again, the first quarter was pretty tight. Third quarter was pretty tight, but uh, the second quarter, the second quarter, Miami lit it up, and then in the third, damn, Tua does threw another pick. Uh, but the third quarter, Boston College came out and they scored on their first possession of the third quarter, but uh overall, uh Miami took care of the second half. Not like they did the first half, but they took care of the second half. Yeah, I'm sure the rumors are heating up because nobody knows. Nobody knows. Me personally, I'm not until it happens, we'll find out, you know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But, it is what it is. Oh, but I didn't realize that quarterback that Miami offered was a five-star quarterback. Oh, Dolphins got an interception. Are they going to run it back? I think he will. I think he will. Oh my gosh. Miami just ran an interception back at 7. It's going to be 16-6. Second quarter. Oh, yes, indeed. Again, I do apologize. Uh, we'll see. I personally, you kind of like to see Tyler come back, like to see Curry come back, but the problem is Tyler has got to get healthy. Tyler has got to be 100% healthy. You know, uh, Jakari, I would really like to see Jakari stay. He's a very athletic quarterback. He has some mobility. I do not want to judge Jakari on what he did last year because that was last year. Whole different story. Offensive line injuries, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Oh, you got Judd coming in, and then if this five-star recruit comes in, who knows? So, uh yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I don't know what else there is to talk about because Miami come out, they took care of business. I don't know where this was. I don't want to say the team or play. It's just the whole kit and caboodle. I don't know where it came from. Where was this? I mean, I saw a whole different play calling. It was just like a whole different team out there, you know. But anyway, I'm not like I said, I didn't want to be on here too long because the Dolphins are playing. It's halftime at the Dolphins game. So uh so yeah, Miami won 45-20. Uh it wasn't a perfect game, but it was a different game from a Miami standpoint, you know. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So that's really all I have. Uh and hopefully things don't get too crazy, you know. So uh that's it. Quick, simple, easy post game show. When you're winning, it's not too bad. You don't have to nitpick so much. But I'm sure in the next week or two, things are just going to get stupid. the knucklehead nucleus is going to come out, and you'll have those who say Tyler needs to leave, those say that Jakari needs to leave, both of them need to leave. It's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But we'll see what happens. But so yeah, this will conclude the post game show. Peace, love, and soul. Go Canes. I thank y'all for stopping by. Phil, Crip, Workforce, thank y'all so much for your time. Anybody else who has been in the back row. So until next time, and I really don't know when the next time will be. Y'all just stay alert, stay tuned, and I will see y'all then. Bye.